This is me after a long week of bear hunting, an experience that will go down in the books as one of the best ever. But to understand how I got to this point, we have to look back a few weeks before.
It's the first bear hunt I've ever been on, and I'm getting a lot of people asking me about this hunt, and a little bit nervous, you know. I don't know if it's going to go over as easy as I'm thinking, but, you know, baiting and bear seems to be not too difficult, but I can see the part where you might be a little bit scared when the bear comes in. It can kind of freak you out, I guess. I mean, the thing can take you down pretty easy. So I guess realistically, it's my first real predator I've ever hunted in my life, and that makes it really unique and exciting. All right, well, I just got to the studio and just came to keep getting our stuff, my gear ready and all that stuff for this bear hunt. It's going to be pretty exciting. I've never been on a bear hunt before in my life, so this will be a good experience. Try something new, and hunting a predator, that's pretty sick, you know. So we'll see how it goes, you know. Try to get with the program here and gear up, get the bow sighted in, all that stuff. Well, hello, fine sir.
How you doing? You pumped up about this trip or what?
Yeah, it should be exciting, man. You know, we're 2 weeks out now, and Kevin and Dave and everybody are getting their stuff ready and spraying down, and you know they got to use that stuff for the insects and all that. So just getting gearing up.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm calling you, because you know, as you know, I can't go. I got too many trips going on already, and I wanted someone from BoneDrivin to go, but we don't have anybody. And you already got all these different teams going in there, so I figured if we set you up with suit, bow, and camo, and boots, and gloves, and hats, and triggers, and all that, you could shoot for us.
Yeah, I can do that.
So.
I guess that's not a problem. I didn't really think of it. I should have thought about it. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, I can do that. So, do we have enough gear at the studio?
Yep. And if not, you wear the same size as me and everything, so you can just take mine. And mine's already all washed and sealed up in a container, so it's good to go.
Okay.
Those bear have a sensitive nose, I know that, so you should be all situated with that, so you don't have to deal with anything.
Since we're
what are you going to use? Are you going to go mechanical or fixed?
I'm thinking the G5 Havoc at this point, because, you know, I'm not going to go for the shoulder. So I know most people say, hey, use a fixed, right? But I'm not worried about the shoulder. I mean, you know me. All the years we've done this, I always aim behind the shoulder. I never touch the shoulder.
No. If there's anything, you don't usually do that little slightly quartering away thing, where you come in and you hit everything pretty much.
So that's what I'm going to do with the bear.
So that's actually a safer bet than dealing with the damn shoulder blade.
Yeah, and I figured, you know what, vitals are vitals. You know, everybody, oh, this, that, and this. I'm just going to wait for the thing to be standing, and I'm going to take the shot, and I'm going to put it behind the shoulder and, you know, in the pocket. And I feel like, you know, with the mechanical, the Havoc, having a bigger cut probably makes more sense than doing like a T3. But I'm sure it'll still work, but I'm just thinking in my mind, I want the biggest gash I can get in this thing.
Yeah, you don't want to run back up the tree.
Yeah.
That'd be horrible.
Anyway.
Well, good luck, and be safe, and bring some bear mace. I know you can't bring no sidearm because you'll be in Canada, but I don't know, be careful.
All right, man, we'll get it done. We'll see you.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Bye.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Truth is, I'm a little bit scared of the bear hunt. Never really been on a predator hunt in my life. So to step out and put myself in a position that could be completely scary is one thing. I recently had an interview with Creek Stewart, and on that interview, I purposely asked him about survival stuff on purpose because I wanted to have a chance to actually survive if something was to happen. I figure if you put yourself in a position that you don't really understand or know enough about, you should definitely know before you enter that woods. Know how to survive, know how to build a fire, know how to build a shelter, know how to find water, because that's critical. If you're going to go into an environment and you want to hunt it, you need to know it inside out.
was thinking 15 to 20. Well, probably.
My head was right by that gas can, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm hearing something moving. I'm like, something's moving, and all of a sudden he stuck his nose up against the fabric. I'm like that, and I knew right away. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Actually aimed a little high on that. So I'm wondering if I should just adjust that. So if I was aiming high, a little bit low. Let's try this.
Hey! Hey! Get out of there! Get out of there! Get! Oh, you're coming at me, aren't you? Okay, dude. You ain't giving up the spot, are you?
I'm Corey from BoneDrivin, and this is my gear. Today I want to talk to you about my sight, some of the features of it, and why I chose it. I shoot an Optimizer Light Kingpin from HHA. It's a great sight. One of the things that I like the most about it is it's an all-metal construction. You can finally hardly find a piece of plastic on this thing other than a couple of bushings and things like that. It's very rugged. It'll last for years and years and years. And some of the features that I picked, first off, I picked the dovetail. I've got a 6-inch dovetail on my sight. That allows me to adjust my sight in and out to match the aperture of my peep, and it gives me a slightly longer sighting plane for 3D should I want to do that. Okay. The next thing that is really nice about this sight is the dial. You can get, the sight comes with sight tapes from HHA that can be tuned for your arrow, so that you've got 20, 30, 40, 50, all of them marked in nice bright colors. And there's no more of taking the ink pen on a single pin sight and marking 20, 30, 40, and then squinting in the dark trying to make sure that you're on the right mark for whatever your distance of your target is. They've also got a nice magnifying glass over the tape so that it blows up the numbers a little bit, so if you're having trouble seeing or your eyes aren't quite what they used to be, it blows up that a little bit so that you can see your sight or your numbers on your dial a little bit better. Next thing I really like about this sight is the adjustable fiber optic. The sight has a dial here that you can turn that exposes more fiber or less fiber depending on your lighting conditions. It's very handy. I found it great during the 3D course because I would get into the woods and my sight would be a little bit too dim, so that I could turn it up and give me a little bit more light on my target and help me hit my mark a little bit better. But then I get out in the open and the sun would be bright and the fiber would be kind of blowing me out a little bit, so I was able to turn it down. That's a really nice feature and it'll work good in the tree stand too when when it's starting to fade in the evening or in the morning when the sun's coming up, so that your sight won't be quite as bright for you. So those are some of the great features of the HHA sight. So if you're in the market for a new sight, I highly recommend the Optimizer Light Kingpin from HHA. It's very customizable, it's rugged, all metal, it'll last you for years. You can check it out at their website at hhasports.com or at bonedriven.com. Until next time, I'm Corey Upper, and this is my gear.
The first night in camp was eventful, as you can see. The next day we geared up and headed out for the very first night hunt. The landscape Canada had in store for me was mind-blowing. Such a beautiful, enchanted landscape like nothing I've ever seen. Once I got to my spot, I started setting up the bait. It would not be long before the first bear stepped out. After about 40 minutes, this bear was finally scared out by another bear. Now keep in mind, this is my first bear hunt. My barrel, which had been my size guide, was knocked over by the first bear. Once this happened, I was relying on concepts that other people have told me. One of them being, a bear pushing another bear meant that the other bear was bigger. Once this bear came in, I had made my choice how I was going to shoot. It was just a matter of finding the right spot and the right time. died like 20 yards away. Oh man. First bear. It was weird because that one, it came running in. It didn't like hesitate. I heard it coming. Oh man, the Hoyt put a huge hit on this thing. Right through it with the havoc. Blasted right through that thing.
It's fine to try to find blood. Keep looking. Just over here. Wait a minute. I got blood. I got blood. That's blood, right? Is that blood or is that berry?
I can smell it.
Alright guys, here's the bear. My first bear ever. It's not the biggest, obviously you can see that, but I'm very proud of this bear. It was an experience I'll never forget. It was nerve-wracking, at the same time as exciting. When this bear came in, I'll be honest with you guys, I thought it was about 10 times the size of this, but that's probably pretty normal for a rookie in bear country. We're in northern Canada here, Ontario. I shot the Havoc tonight, the G5 Havoc, and this arrow came off this bow so fast, and when it hit that bear, it went right through it and even went through the shoulder. And I know it's not a huge bear by any means, but it went right through that shoulder like butter and in the ground. This bear went about 15 yards and dumped. So very exciting. It was a great day to be here. Everybody's out hunting right now still and trying to get their bear the next couple days. So hopefully it goes well for them. So, but again, great hunt. Nothing better than being in the field in northern Canada.
Well, this is what happens to get a bear at bear camp. There's no one around, as you can see. So I'm on my own here for a little while. So I'm just waiting for a bear to come in back in here. We seem to have a bear problem back here, so this bear always comes in. I'm thinking maybe I can get on video so I'll chill out. So anyway, this is bear camp after you kill something and no one is around but me.